Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me to today's marathon. Super stoked. We got a new marathon lined up by Thin Lizzy. Thank you so much, Nick, for sponsoring this video. I'm super stoked. Also, the last marathon by Thin Lizzy was by Nick, so I'm super happy we're doing another one. Literally the last time I've heard Renegade maybe, I don't know, 50 times since. It's one of my favorite songs. I don't know, there's something about the song, you know, Phil's voice, and also the way that power chord comes in with that splash. It's such a great song. So I'm super stoked to do a new Thin Lizzy marathon today. And I wanted to thank Nick for this. So for sponsoring the marathon. So this is the songs that we're gonna do. We're gonna do the hero and the Madman from Vagabonds of the Western World. This is from '73. Awesome. Then Suicide from the album Fighting, '75. Warriors from Jailbreak. Jailbreak is '76, one of their most famous albums. Emerald from Jailbreak, and the last one is Sweetheart from Chinatown from 1980. So 83, I guess, was their last album with that album that has Renegade on there. I love it, man. So I'm all ready to go. Please, you know, all you Thin Lizzy maniacs out there, if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like, there's so many people that watch our videos, but only like 30% of the entire people that watch our channel are subscribed. Only 30%. Isn't that crazy? So please, if you can subscribe to the channel, it's free of charge. Please do so we can get a better demographic of how many people actually follow and watch us. Okay, all right, so I'm all ready to go with Hero and the Madman. Let's give it up for Thin Lizzy. I love this band. It's literally becoming one of my favorite, you know, metal acts from the 70s and 80s. So they're right there, you know, with Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, and that's the style that I love, you know, twin guitars, like harmony guitars. I love, you know, his voice. I just love their style, their lyrics. It's just a great band. So let's give it up for them in this marathon. Here we go with Here on the Madman. Boom.
The hero rode a white horse across the desert to where his woman was. He'd been riding for 4 days when he saw the tower where she was locked. In the moonlight, he left his old steed near the drawbridge that he crossed, and by way of a rope ladder, he tippy-toed to where his woman was. If I recall, you're the actor who followed the stars, searching for the lost city of Mars. Hoping time could heal the scars. Knowing fate held no bars. Those that knew you always said you'd go far. Are you the one who I think you are? Oh, the steeple spire.
Go higher! Go higher!
Set the crowd from down below.
But the world's on fire.
Set the madman from the steeple spire.
You're a liar! You're a liar!
Set the crowd from down below. So the madman climbed the steeple spire and let a crystal ball tear fall on the crowd down below.
If I recall, you're the actor who took to the stage, set the world ablaze with your anger and your rage. And with every new leaf, you turn and wrote a new page, cleverly concealing your real age. Those that knew you were always quite amazed. Are you the one that can take this praise?
That bass. Amazing. I just love you know, his voice and his bass playing is very I don't know, just like the way also I was doing this and it was of course wrong because he played with a pick, but he played like almost like in a rhythmic way the up and down strokes, you know, very powerful. So the bass is very loud and I love that. And I love that also in with Iron Maiden, that's they're also like Steve Harris is not the singer, but he's also kind of like the guy that composes everything, writes everything, and his bass is just like boom, 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 like it's there. And I love that about Thin Lizzy as well. And their lyrics and everything about this band is just fantastic. I love the cover; it looks very sci-fi. And what a great band, man. Okay, so this here, Fighting. I don't know if we've done like. I think I have maybe one or two songs, but we're gonna do Suicide. Let's give it up here for Just a little bit later down the line, 75. Let's go. What a great sound, man. What a great band. Let's go.
The paper called it suicide. A bullet from a 45. Nobody cared, nobody cried. Don't that make you feel sad? Peter Grant combed his hair and sent for the police. Policeman came to Peter's name. God may rest in peace. No one saw the look beside the body. No one knew the problem with my God. He was a suicide. The body remains unidentified, forgotten in a fire, like the letter that was blown aside. Don't that make you wanna smile? Yeah, 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 yeah. Wild. Smiling wild. For the suicide. Yeah, baby. No one was really satisfied.
Beautiful, man. This like reminds me a little bit of the intro, like the first riff, a little bit of ZZ Top, like the dum back bam bam dum bam that. But this part right now with the palm music, that's the school that they taught to Iron Maiden, like the harmony, the harmonic minor scale right there in thirds. Beautiful, man. Beautiful stuff. I love it. So good.
No one was really satisfied. About number 81. The autopsy proved that Peter lied, but they never could find the gun. No one saw the note beside the body. Nobody knew the problem with my God. Suicide. The paper called it suicide. A bullet from a 45. Nobody cared, nobody cried. Don't that make you wanna move it?
the solos, and the whole vibe of this. What a great song! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good, great rock, and it's like it's I don't know. It's between metal and rock. This band are so good. Everything I've ever heard is like just gold. Like, you know, Thin Lizzy is just. Can't wait. The Warriors next. Now, like I said, Jailbreak. This is the album that had like, you know, Jailbreak and let's see, The Boys Are Back in Town. You know, very famous songs. But I've never heard, you know, Warriors and Emerald. So I can't wait, because if it's as good as everything else. So this is 76. This is the album right after Fighting. So I'm just like so happy with this band. Let's go. Warriors.
Losers or conquerors, all flash past on my silver screen. Death is no easy answer for those who wish to know. Just ask those who've been before you what fate the future holds. It ain't pretty, messenger. The message here you must know. I am the warrior. I deliver the fatal blow. So fate will have to wait till time heals the scar. See, my heart is ruled by Venus and my head by Mars.
those little like those little details, like the ending, man. I mean, just like the licks they're using, the riffs, the riffing, riffing. It's so good. It's such a good band. They're so complete. I literally, I went on YouTube because I'd heard Renegade and I was just obsessing. Also the lyrics, and just I love how beautiful, like the way it starts so slow, and I looked at there was a live version. One was like playback, I think, and they weren't too happy about doing it, but then I saw a live version which was a little bit faster, and wow, such a good song. And these guys just like rock live. Man, okay, so Emerald is from as well, Jailbreak. Let's give it up for Emerald. Here we go. And I'm not interrupting, like I'm not like interrupting midway through. I usually do that a lot, but if I can get away with it without doing it and talking about the song after. Although the thing is, when you don't really interrupt the song, then you don't really know that much what happened during, you know, so that's kind of like, but it's just a cool experience to listen to the whole thing without interruption. But sometimes I do like to interject and, you know, and talk about something, but right now we're really going well. So Emerald is next, and let's give it up.
Down from the glen came the marching men with their shields and their swords to fight the fight they believed to be right, overthrow the overlords. To the towns where there was plenty, they brought plunder, swords, and flame. When they left, the town was empty, and children would never play again. From their graves I heard the fallen.
Okay, here for example, I do like to interrupt. Like, did you hear that like typical Irish? You know, I like that they put their, you know, their roots into the music. I love that stuff. I love it, man.
From their graves I heard the fallen above the battle cry. By that bridge near the border, there were many born to die. Then onward over the mountain, outward towards the sea. They come to claim the emerald. Without it they could not leave.
That's metal. harmony section in the middle. Oh my god, it was so good. Played in thirds. Wonderful. And then the dueling solos. I love that. That's what Iron Maiden does. I'm gonna play some Iron Maiden at the end of this marathon. I think it just fits so well, and just to make it a little longer. But we're still gonna do Sweetheart, and then I'm gonna play you guys basically what we would use as like an opener for. We were just kids, literally, like we were like 17, 18 years old, but we were playing Iron Maiden already, and because we would practice a lot. So, and we're all like dedicated, we're all studying 5, 6, 7 hours a day. So we would, like, after a couple of months, we were able to play, you know, like Iron Maiden. So we're gonna do I'm gonna play you the number that we would always do, which was the Ides of March and then Wrathchild, because they bleed into, it's like a song basically. So but here we go with Sweetheart first from Chinatown, and this is going to be the last one by Nick, and then I'm going to add Nick here, another 2 by Maiden. Here we go.
To stand in a general election, would you tell me about your close inspection and how I never stood for detection? Or would you take another man? If I told you I had the solution to starvation, all the nations could be their own salvation, and those that lead us not into temptation, or they pick another man. Sweetheart, it's effective. Sweetheart, it's so effective. Sweetheart, do you detect it? Sweetheart, sacred sweetheart. If I told you about my plan, would you believe me? This is my body, my blood, would you receive me? Or would you be the first to deceive me? Take another man. If I told you that I'm not the man to worry, would you believe me when I said I was really sorry? Or would you rush off in a hurry to take another man? Sweetheart, disconnect from me. You've got no respect for me. It's effective, sweetheart. Not sacred, sweetheart. Trouble and when you're ill, you know I help, I always will. And when you're troubled and really down, you know I'll always be around. And when you're troubled and really broke, there's hope, there's hope, there's hope.
So good, so good. That section, da 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 da. Again, harmony guitar, so well put together. The whole such a good band. And this was from 1980. So in 1981, Iron Maiden releases Killers, their second album, still with their original vocalist, Paul Di'Anno, and this is what they came up with. So this is, I think, I wanted to do this at the end of the marathon because I think Iron Maiden was the result of a heavy inspiration by Thin Lizzy. Maybe there were other bands that inspired, you know, Steve Harris and, you know, the band, you know, it was Clive Burr back in the day, still on the drums. Adrian Smith on the guitar had joined on this album. Dave Murray was already there from the first album, and Steve Harris on the bass. So Steve Harris, I'm sure, must have been, I don't know, and somehow inspired by the sound of this and the dual guitars, the harmony guitars. You'll hear it, maybe not as much in this example, but I mean, if you guys know Iron Maiden, but let's just celebrate those two bands together because they do sound, you know, like they're in the same universe, you know. So here comes the opener, and then Wrathchild, which is, I've always like listened to the as one song. Like you can't listen to Wrathchild without the Ides of March. So here it goes. And this is the way we would start our show, literally. Like our little show when we were like the guest band. But we would literally outplay the band that would like work there, you know. So let's go with 1981 Killers, Ides of March. So that's the stuff. That's the two songs we would open up with, and people were like, what the hell just happened? Because first of all, we're in Mexico. You know, nobody knows Iron Maiden, and they're playing, you know, Paranoid and Hotel California and Another Brick in the Wall, you know, and stuff like that. And we come along and we start with this, and they're like, what the hell, you know, what is this? And yeah, it was a lot of fun to play stuff like that, you know, in a little beach town in Mexico where nobody really knows what's going on. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. I mean, at 17, 18 years old, playing this stuff, and note per note, and we had to figure it out, you know, we had to figure it out, the drums and the bass, and there were no tabs. We had to like figure it out by ear. So we would play our solos as close as possible, you know, and obviously it got better and better. And then I remember having other bands, and we would just like say, hey, remember, you know, Wrathchild, and then we would learn it, you know, really the way, you know, you play it. And I think it's such a good band to compare with Thin Lizzy. I think they go really well. It's even Paul Diano sounds a little bit like Phil. Like it's I don't know. And he also had the same, like, you know, the little spikes and just the fashion. It was like a punk band, but it's not a punk band. It's a metal band, and I don't know. I think Iron Maiden is a great band, especially their first like 7 albums are just amazing, and after that it went still pretty well, but I mean, it just like the 90s, I don't know. I guess their Brave New World album is pretty amazing, but you know, the X Factor and Fear of the Dark and you know, Virtual X1 and all that stuff is not as interesting. And then in the 2000s, they became really, really interesting again, very epic sounding and stuff. So, but well, this marathon is not about Iron Maiden, it's about Thin Lizzy. I hope you did enjoy this little add-on to the marathon. I think this was a great marathon. I love Thin Lizzy to death. I think they're super interesting, super talented. I'm so, you know, I'm saddened by the way too soon departure, you know, of Phil. And unfortunately, you know, shit just happens. But I'm sure they would still, if he was still around, they would still be around and kicking it, you know. And but well, you know, we can't. So unfortunately, that stuff happens. So again, thank you so much everyone for watching. Let me know if you're a Thin Lizzy fan, which was your favorite song of the 5. What did you think of the add-on, and all that stuff? You know, leave a comment in the description. Thank you so much for being here. Again, Nick, thank you so much for, you know, sponsoring this marathon for the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.